There you go, folks, and I hope you guys been taking care of yourself. And today I'm going to do a special presentation about psychopathy, because many people don't know what psychopathy is, or they have misinter- misinterpretation of the term. They don't know what the condition of psychopathy is, and most people don't know that we have psychopaths along our society among the mists. You know what I'm saying? And it's important to explain what psychopathy is and identify the psychopaths, the traits, and the characteristics. So the title of the presentation is gonna be psychopathy. The rulers of this world are psychopaths. Okay, so let's get to the next slide. What is psychopathy? Psychopathy is a neuropsychiatric disorder marked by deficient emotional responses, lack of empathy, and poor behavioral controls, commonly resulting in persistent antisocial deviance, and criminal behavior. Okay, deviance and criminal behavior. So that's what psychopathy is. And it's the ability that people with psychopathy they don't have the ability to feel emotion or empathy towards another beings, you know, and which is very sad, very sad. So therefore, they're gonna keep doing immoral behavior because they, number one, they don't care. Number two, they don't have the capacity to feel emotion. So they're gonna keep doing the same thing until you stop them. You know, the etymology of the word psychopathy. The English word psychopathy is derived from the Greek words psyche, which means mind, and pathos, which means suffering or disease. So psychopathy means the disease of the mind. So somebody who has psychopathy, who is a psychopath, has a diseased mind. He's not well. He hasn't. He's not well being. He's not well. Okay. He has he has literal brain damage. Okay. His brain is not okay. He has several brain damages in his brain. Okay. So let's get to the next slide. Characteristics of psychopaths. You see the picture of the president, these pieces of shit of president. Then you see the uh, Elizabeth II with the other Nazi uh, Pope Ratzinger. Okay, they're all psychopaths, which I'm gonna explain later. Who are the psychopaths and the types of psychopaths among humanity? One of the characteristics of psychopaths is aggressive, aggressiveness. They're very aggressive, callousness as well, complete absence of conscience. They're not conscious being. Okay, psychopath. They don't exercise any type of conscience. Therefore, it means they don't know what's right, what's wrong. So they're gonna do whatever they want, and they don't give a fuck if they don't care who hurts. They're gonna keep doing the same behavior, whether it's moral or immoral. Obviously, it's gonna be immoral behavior. They're gonna keep doing, okay, and they have the complete absence of empathy. They can't feel any emotion, okay. They have they don't have any ability to feel any emotion. Okay, they're crazy people. They're pieces of shit. They're evil. That's what they are. That's the the mindset of the people who run this planet. Okay, They're quite, they don't have any empathy towards anyone. Okay, that's why it's useless to talk to these people. You need to end them physically, period. And then next one is cunning thinking. They're very sneaky. Okay, they're very clever. They're crafty people. You know, you see the picture on the right. You see the look of the Pope, and you see the his look. It's like he's a tricky person. You know, he's tricky look. That's what they are. These psychopaths. You know. Then they have the adaptness of manipulating others. They're very intelligent when it comes to manipulation. They know how to manipulate the mind of people. That's what the social engineers are. They know how to manipulate the mind of people. That's what they are, Satanists. Okay, if you understand the concept of Satanism and ancient psychology, this is what these people are. They know how to deceive people, and they know how to get people to buy into their lies and deceit and deception and bullshit. You know, willingness to engage in strongly immoral criminal conduct. They do whatever act of terror and torture towards another human being or sentient being. They don't give a shit who earth. Okay, they don't care that they're gonna do immoral behaviors, if whether it's to kill an entire population. They don't give a shit. Okay, that's what psychopaths do. Don't care. They don't have any remorse for their actions. And then you have willingness to take what they want and do as they please, regardless who is hurt or wronged. Like I said, couldn't give a shit. As long as they are pleased, that's what matters to them. That's what Satanism is, folks. They're they have the ego out of control. Is about me, 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 me. The psychopath. That's what the mindset of the 99% of human beings is. The me, 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 me Satanists. They think about themselves. They don't give a shit about anyone. And the population is is a secondary psychopath, as I'm gonna explain later in a few slides later. Then they have the deceptive ability to appear outwardly benevolent. They're actors, they're good actors, like politicians or influential people that you guys see in the TV. They have the deceptive ability to look very nice and benevolent people when in point of fact they're evil, Satanist, piece of shit scumbags. That's what they are. Okay, you see them on a TV every fucking day. Okay, immoral scumbags. That's what they are. And then they have deceptive ability to behave in superficial, charming ways to hide purely selfish motives. Yeah, you see, that's the characteristic of the people in power, position of power, people working in the institution of human slavery like government, banking, medical fields, healthcare, no, you name it, you know, those are psychopaths. And then the last point, the willingness to use intimidation and violence to control others in order to satisfy their own needs. Yeah, the police and the military and etc etc. The psychopath. Next slide. Types of psychopathy. You have primary psychopathy and secondary psychopathy. Okay, there is a difference between these two. Primary primary psychopath are they have innate condition. Okay, they're born like this. They're born psychopath. Yes, it's possible. You have people can be born with psychopathic ability and disability in the brain. Sorry. Okay, yes, there are innate psychopaths. It exists. It's less than 1% of the population. Okay, and there are two reasons. There is a reason why. Two speculation about the primary psychopathy. Number one is somebody other than human beings genetically modified humanity in the ancient past and put um, psychopathy in the human genome. Okay, that's a number one possibility, which is most likely what happened in the ancient past. And number two is a traumatic birth experience that damaged the brain, that created and caused brain damages through a birth trauma. Okay, where through the birth canal. Okay, and then you have inherent affective deficit. Okay, hyporeactive behavioral inhibition system, average behavioral activation system, very low sensitivity to punishment. They don't give a shit if they are hurt because they don't have the ability to feel any emotion. That's what psychopath is. That's what primary psychopaths are. Low in neuroticism, low anxiety, negative emotionality, trait anxiety. They don't, again, they don't have no ability to feel any emotion, absence of delusion, no borderline personality features. You don't know who they are. They don't have no personality. You don't know their personality feature. They don't have any. Okay, that's what primary psychopaths are, and that's the ruling class mindset. They're psychopath. Okay, the people who run this planet, the hidden people, people with the beyond the power structure, who we don't even know who they are. Okay, they're psychopaths. This priest class. Okay, those are primary psychopaths. Okay, they have no ability to feel no emotion, any emotion. Few symptoms of major mental disorder. Good interpersonal functioning, good assertiveness, no association with risky decision making, and reduced perceptual capacity. Okay, that's all the characteristics of the primary psychopath. Then you have secondary psychopath. Um, the first, you have trauma induced. Most people, a lot of the secondary psychopath means they're not born with psychopathy. Okay, they become psychopath. Is different. That's the difference between primary and secondary psychopath. Primary psychopath, they're born with psychopathy. Okay, they're born with this condition. Secondary psychopath, they become psychopath through experiences and trauma in their life. Okay, so it's their characteristics is trauma induced, acquired affective disturbance, hyper reactive behavioral inhibition system, average behavioral activation system, low sensitivity to punishment. Okay, high neuroticism, high anxiety and negative emotionality, can experience delusions. The, you see, compared to primary psychopath, secondary psychopaths, they can experience delusion. They have emotion, but they don't give a shit. They do it nonetheless, unless so they get shaken from other people, and they understand that what they're doing, the immoral behavior they're doing, it's wrong, and they understand. They say, oh, look, they they come to the accurate understanding that their immoral behaviors are wrong, so they decide to change. uh, uh, their behaviors and stop being psychopaths. That's the main characteristic of secondary psychopaths. Okay, so they do feel emotions, secondary psychopaths, and then you have more borderline personality features. They do have personality features. Okay, you know they have psychopath. More symptoms of major mental disorder. When you see a secondary psychopath, you know they have mental disorder. Okay, they're sick people. And poor interpersonal function, poor assertiveness. Then you have associated with risky decision making. The more and less intact perpetual capacity. Those are the characteristics of secondary psychopath. Okay, let's move to the next slide. Those are the example of primary psychopaths. You see, the most evil people who ever walked on this planet throughout human history. You name it, all the rulers of this planet, the emperors. Doesn't matter which culture, which period of history. It doesn't matter. Though these evil rulers, the dictators, whatever government figures, doesn't matter. They are all evil primary psychopaths because they are part of the ruling class of the bloodline who run this planet, and they are primary psychopaths. Okay, they want to rule over other people. They want to enact immoral behaviors at other people. They want to control everyone. They're ultra satanist, psychopath, dark luciferians. Okay, evil people. You see the presidents of the United States here at the top left picture. You see George Bush Senior, the first one. Then you have Obama, and then you have the second Bush, the son. Then you have Bill Clinton, and the far right over there is Jimmy Carter. Okay, they're all psychopaths, all the presidents. It doesn't matter whether it's Donald Trump or Joe Biden, all of them are psychopaths. They want you to believe that they're good people, but they're not. Again, that's the characteristic of primary psychopaths. They tend to be, they try to appear as benevolent, but they're not benevolent. Okay? You see all the dictators of the 20th centuries. You see Joseph Stalin, Hitler, Mao Zedong, Mussolini, and this guy over here. I forgot his name. Fuck's sake. Anyway, and then you see the people behind the scene, the elite, the real people who run this planet, the secret society. You see the masked people down below, on the left. You see, and then you see the priest class from Eyes Wide Shut movie. The Okay, they're all primary psychopaths. They don't give a damn about humanity or other people's feelings. They don't have no ability to feel any emotions. Okay, and then the part two, you see, you have the skull and bones. Then you have the queen of England, and then you have her son, Prince Charles. Then you have the Rothschild dynasty, and then you have the Rockefeller Foundation, the Rockefeller, John D. Rockefeller. They're all Satanists, evil people, primary psychopaths. They're born with this condition, all of them, because they're part of the bloodline, secret society, bloodline, satanic family of the beings who came here on this planet. As I talked about in a long in a long video a few months ago, you know. And then there you go. That's another picture of psychopaths primary. Those are a few pictures of primary psychopaths, but there are many more. There are so many that folks, it's gonna take me literally few days, months to go all over them. Okay, basically the ruling class, the elite, so-called elite, who run this planet are primary psychopaths. Let's put it that way. So now you understand what I'm talking about. And you see Donald Trump, Joe Biden, they're all psychopaths. They tend to they tend to they tend to appear as good people. They get you to think that they're there for you, for your agenda, to serve the people. When in point of fact, they're psychopath. They care about themselves. They're Satanists, all of them. Okay, there's no difference. People who still fucking believe in politics, they don't understand that they're doing the beating of the psychopaths. Okay, and then you see the Queen of England again with her husband, the demons who died few last year couldn't give a shit about him. Okay, and then you have the other pope, and the pope, and then you have the Queen of the Pope Francis and the Queen of England again. Okay, they're all Satanists, primary psychopath, and you name it. All the secret society people in the satanic cult who run everything. They're all primary psychopath and evil people. They need to be stopped. Okay, you're not gonna stop them through using the legal system and put them in jail, because if you think that you're a dumb bags of shit, okay, you need to kill them. Period. Okay, let's go to the next slide. Yeah, there you go. It's my favorite now. I know a lot of people are gonna be, they're gonna disagree with this, because many of you, many of the people who may happen to listen this presentation, probably a lot of your family members work in these institutions, and you're not gonna want to accept that people who work on the institution of slavery, there are secondary psychopaths. Yeah, because they're doing the beating of the Satanists who run this planet. Let's start with the judge, the court system. This lady, this judge who thinks she's a god. Okay, she's the lawmaker. Okay, that she can pass any law she wants. She decides everything. That's the definition of Satanism, okay? Moral relativism. Okay, they think they can decide whatever they want. They are the arbiter of law. When in point of fact, man is not the arbiter of law. Period. Okay? Rights don't come from governments or any law or any institutions or whatever. That don't come from human beings. Okay, and then you have the police, these dog, these pets. Okay, they have psychopath. Yes, they are secondary psychopath. Okay, they don't have any they do have emotions. Okay, in this case they do have emotions. There's low life scumbags, order followers who are willing to do whatever their masters tells them to do, whatever their masters tell them to do, like good little puppets and little pets and dogs. Piece of shit. I have no respect for the police and the military. The same thing with the military. Okay, the secondary psychopaths who are doing whatever they're being told to do without exercising any conscience and any discernment. Okay, that's what these people are, and people who support them are sick people, quite frankly. Okay, and then you have the image down to the left here, the scientists. They are secondary psychopaths as well. They're there to spread lies to people, to propagate scientism, not even true science. Okay, they don't give a shit about giving people the truth. They only care about the government grant money that the government gives them, so they can keep the Lexus in the garage, all the nice cars and all the living necessity for themselves. Okay, that's what the scientists are. All of Not all of them, most of them. Okay, then there are true scientists who really care about humanity and putting the truth out there to the people. The next slide. There you go. The religious people and the Jewish rabbi, all of them. Okay, and and then the Christian, the bishop. Okay, all of them, all bunch of liars. They think they're good people, spreading nonsense and lies to people, and people unfortunately buy to the lies, which is sad. Unbelievable. Still don't understand that religion is bullshit. They're not there to teach you true spirituality or moral laws or anything like that. The bunch of pedophiles, pieces of shit. Okay? Who lies to the people every fucking day, and people are regurgitating the swallowing back their bullshit and puking back to the other people. Okay, that's all it is. And then you have the bankers, but psychopath as well. They couldn't give a shit about um, helping people e- economically or anything, or teaching. They don't give a shit. They only care about themselves and how much money they make. If everything, they care. They're selfish people. People in a banking institution. They're doing the beating of the satanic overlords, and not understanding the monetary system is slavery. Period. Is a huge part of the satanic death code, and there's this system of slavery. Okay, okay. They're actually responsible for the suffering of humanity as well, because they direct as well by working in the institution of banks and cooperation. They're the ones who are actually directing the economy in a certain way that benefits the rich people instead of the poor, and they're there as well to maintain the wealth gap between rich and poor people. Period. They're not there to help poor people or no, folks. They're there to keep the system of slavery in place through the monetary system. Okay, period. And then you have the school teacher, the public teacher, the teacher in the public school. These low life scumbags as well. Okay, they're there to indoctrinate people. They don't give a shit about teaching the young people, the youth, true education. when it talks when I mean by true education is teaching them the trivium methodology and the quadrivium methodology. They're not there to do any of this. They're there to indoctrinate the youth by spreading and by teaching the youth government curriculum. Okay, bullshit, lies, and deception to the youth. That's what the public school teachers are there for. They're not there to teach true education to the children. All of them. Okay, it's a blanket statement. It's a blanket statement. Period. And then yeah, you may have some exception. Some public school they might deviate from the government um, curriculum, but it's a true exception. Okay, but because they can't do it, otherwise they're gonna be fired from the school. Okay, when I say public uh, public school teacher, I mean also college, universities, professors, and all this school institution, university, college, and doesn't matter. Okay, they're all immoral scumbags, communist pieces of shit, and Nazi as well. Then yeah, there you go. This priest class in the white coat, um, doctors, so-called doctors, these allopathic doctors, they're not there to cure any disease or help the patient or anything like that. They're immoral scumbags. Those are very evil psychopaths. Okay, all of them. Blanket statement. People who work in allopathic medicine. Okay, the these people are responsible for the sickness and the disease, for the lives of many or millions of people who are suffering of any sort of diseases, because they don't treat the causal factor of the disease, they treat the symptoms. Okay, and not only that, they don't give a shit about the well-being of their patient, because they're not interested in giving the patient the true natural cures that will help to eliminate any sort of diseases. They're there to give the patients bullshit treatment, so the patient gets sicker instead of treat them and being more healthier, to be healthier and more healthy. You know, people in a big pharma corporation, the pharmacists, you know, sick people. That's what they are, a psychopath. They only care about themselves. They only care about how much money they make. They don't want they don't want patients. They want customers. Okay, use their fucking common sense. Why do you think we have the healthcare system in place? It's because they want customers. It's a business. They want money, okay, from the patients. That's why all this sort of cure to cancer costs millions of dollars or pounds. Because they want customers. They don't care. They don't want healthy people, because if they did, they wouldn't be there in place anyways, and that wouldn't benefit the system of slavery that we live under. It's a satanic cult. And then you have the imam over here as well. I should have put them in the previous slide, but it's okay. But a liar as well, just like the others religious people over there. Okay, the bunch of liars, the they're spreading lies and deception to the people about bullshit spirituality and religion, all based on dogmatic belief system. Religion is a form of mind control. Period. That's all it is. That's what the bishops or the priest in Christianity or the Jewish rabbi or the Islamic imam are there for. Okay, to spread a lot of horseshit to the so-called followers. Period. And people swallow down the lies to the gullet, and they love it. Okay, that's all it is. And then you have the butcher as well. These pieces of shit as well, killing sentient beings who have done nothing to us, killing them, slaughter them. Okay, the psychopath, people who work for the slaughterhouse, who kill animal and to give it to the masses for the so-called food. A lot of people don't want to hear that, but that's the case. Okay, if you don't like it, I don't give a shit. Shut it off. I don't care. Okay, the psychopath, people who work in a meat industry, so-called food industry, in so-called meat industry. Okay, the psychopath, uh, sick people. Okay, will kill poor animals who have done nothing to humanity, the sentient beings. Okay, and that is one of the reasons why we are enslaved as a species, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, okay, the reason why humanity is enslaved is because what we do to others is going to happen to us as well, twice as worse as we did to other sentient beings. Okay, that's a direct law of correspondence, one of the principles of natural law. Okay, what we do to others is going to happen to us, period. And let's go to the next slide. Psychopaths and their system. There you go. They're the ones who give you the religion institution, the unholy trinity. Okay, religion, which is the father, uh, uh, thought control, perpetuates ignorance based upon belief nor search for truth, controlled by a dark occult priest class. The essence of all mind control, basis of the old world order. That this these psychopaths that will run this planet, they're the ones who gave you all the religion institution. Okay, they resides behind the religion institution. Okay, you want to know the highest level of Satanism and dark Luciferian? You want to know who run this planet? Don't look farther than the Vatican or Jerusalem or Mecca or Tibet. Okay, I already told many times how the world is run. Okay, the world is not run from Washington, London, Paris, Berlin, Beijing, Tokyo, Sydney, Madrid, whatever. No, no, no. It's run from Rome, Jerusalem, Mecca, and Tibet. Okay, it's a religious priest class. Okay, the religion of Satanism. That's why they give you the exoteric version of Christianity, Islam, and Judaism, and you see them through the symbols. The symbols, the dark occult symbols, and in these religions. And they have the monetary system, money, the mother, the the emotional aspect, the emotional control perpetuates apathy. Okay, and then the new god to which human beings now entirely devote their care, attention, and energy. 100% true statement. Okay, that's the new god for human beings, the monetary system. Unfortunately, because of people ignorance, people like myself who know all this stuff, we are bound to the monetary system. Unfortunately, because we have to do everything with it. Otherwise, you're gonna starve to death. You know. And then you have the basis for the new world order. Right? Absolutely. And then you have government, which is the child aspect, bodily control, perpetuates cowardice. Okay, you have to enforce the law, the enforce the law of the religion institution and the monetary system. Okay, based upon erroneous belief in authority, violent enforcer for the father, the dark occultists, and the mother, the bankers, the bankers, yeah, and the new world order. Okay, the people who run this planet are the religious in this institution. They sit behind the throne of religion institutions, like I said. And then you have the bankers, they come after them. Okay, and then you have government, the puppets. Yeah, that's all it is, folks. And then you see at the very top to the pyramid, levels of knowledge and hierarchy within the institution, from the bank cashier to the chairman of the board. Okay, you see, they control everything. They control banking, business, military, politics, education, media, religion, intelligence agency, medicine, drug companies, illegal drugs, and organized crime. Everything is controlled by these people. They control everybody. They're the ones who gave you Nazism and communism as well as ideology. Okay? They control every fucking thing and every aspect of this planet. Okay? They want to be God on earth. That's what Satanism is all about. And people in the freedom movement don't know any of this aspect. They know shit. They still believe in government. They still believe in psyops. They're dumb bags of shit. That's what the people in the freedom movement are. All right. They don't understand the true enemy of humanity. These psychopaths, as I explained. That's all for today, and that concludes the slides for this presentation. Okay. Thank you for watching, sir, folks. I hope you're gonna like the presentation. And yeah, that's all for today, folks. I'll see you next time. You all take care, okay? Bye.